Yeah, I guess it's going to be another round of videos done today. 3:34 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's still Thursday, the 27th of May, 2021. We were trying to see Roseman, California. What's going on, guys? People are still trying to figure out what the hell happened with San Jose. And it's a long, long line of it. We've had so many people wig and freak and just go ape. Don't even know how to address or handle their grievances or angers except with taking a slug, taking a piece of lead, and forcefully shoving it into people's bodies in the hopes to get rid of their own pain. And in the process, creating more chaos, havoc, and confusion and pain for everybody else at the same time. It's easy enough to try to sound analytical, cold, and indifferent about this damn thing if one was feeling about it. And the thing is, I understand part of that anger and that feeling. That quiet rage that builds up. The sleepless nights, the restlessness, the constant blaming and constant looking at people and thinking it's everyone else's fault and not your own. It has to be someone else's fault. It can't be the world against you. So where you have to go. You can't explain these. And if you did, you're becoming an anathema. You're becoming like to people these days. Something actually the smell and the taste of garlic. Point. Acid indigestion. You need a bunch of milk just to get rid of it. Feeling better regarding it. The problem is, there's no way theory is one of those normalized that we've taken for a long while because we normalized, we internalized it, we tried to work with it, we tried to talk, we tried therapy sessions, sometimes those two last two items to a person's psyche to come and say, there's my hand. It's not easy to kind of pent up frustration going on inside of you, especially when you can't even deal with it any kind of level, not even self. Even talk your own damn problems. And you're using some ways that quote unquote professionals have told you to do, or maybe some support group strongly to do. Despite all of that, it's still up to you to decide whether or not you're going to be able to deal with your own damn volcano that's still brewing inside. It's not that easy to nail it down. If you nail it down, you're still going to be colored by your own damn purpose. So you're going to be looking for it. You're going to be blaming for something to you're going to be to release it all because somehow deep inside you can't hang and you're sure you'll get rid of it one way or another. So the only way you're going to be doing is eruption, either by oozing it or by pyroclastic. Example of geology. There are many volcanoes there. Some we understand about Mount Kilauea, one of a class, still an oozer. Then you got Etna, got Pompeii, and then there's Mexico. The dispute about St. Helena. The difference of all those types of experience one way or another. Of course, I want to go through the theatrics and always Tommy film of Volcano. Back in the 90s, they had that film. Los Angeles became a volcanic hotspot, literally, in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills became a volcano, literally, throughout the film. Everyone saw it coming. Trying to figure it out up until the last minute, and then afterwards, figure out what the hell to do. Now, you put it back, what the hell do you do with that of animosity, of display H word, hate, hatred aimed at. See, it's doing control for it. Its base is renewal. New rock comes up, all down, melted around, reforming, added, back up again. It's a natural that the Earth goes through. We humans are like volcanoes in the first place, especially dealing with situations that deal with everyone else. We're not like Mount Kilimanjaro, not like Mount Kilimanjaro. Sometimes we can also be like Mount Vesuvius, as knows, Sir Vesuvius in Italy, right by Pompeii. They felt their rumblings and they thought it was angry Greek or Roman gods. Till then they get covered over. For this is a lucky. Everybody else, nope, not so much. But it's the easy damn thing, especially when you look at the person, you even realize you do the personality, unless he's already been spewing. Right. Then are you whether or not it is going to go? And for you don't know until it happens, and it's way too late. So in San Jose, more so throughout the day. And it's even, especially those who've been through the path and almost did it. Yeah. I try to understand the reasons why they go through it. I'm not a shrink. I'm not a psychologist. I don't have training of any sort. I throw out a disclaimer to protect my mental assets. But the thing is, I've also had personal experience myself either. I felt, but to the point I'm going to be about to. How far am I willing to go regarding my pain, regarding my misconception, anything else that tells me I don't need to do it, and force inside me keeps saying, "Oh, it." We as in shoving it aside or laughing it off. No, no, no. Eruptions. More than one way. The rumblings. The verbal rumblings. The visual cues. The purchases. All the setups. All the setups. The access. Put it into geologic terms. The forces of the core heating up the mantle on a constant basis where it's churning things left and right. The mantle has to find areas through the Earth's crust where it's weakest in order to do the upheaval. In those situations, the surface feels the tension by the rippling effect we all feel called quakes. Sometimes they're noticeable, other times not so noticeable. Other creatures are sensitive to it that either we pay or attention to them simply by their own behaviors and also by our own instrument readings if we actually have them tuned just right. And then the shifting happens. On the surface, it's caused. And translate into the condition is sometimes tricky because the human condition is more dynamic than might be. Again, I had to put in the context and perspective. That's all I've got. But you can't be academic to the end. Events that are happening at this point. We've got forces outside ourselves that are pushing, prodding, maneuvering, manipulating, kneading, molding, cutting, whatever kind of verb you can throw out there, an action verb. We are changing every single second. We don't even realize it. Sometimes for the good or theoretical good, and other times for the theoretical rotten. Well, San Jose was beyond rotten. Politics happening right now in Washington is beyond rotten. And the extreme coverage that we're doing left and right on the extreme is also rotten. But we're too damn hooked on it, aren't we? No, we have ignored all of our cycle and we can still manage, we can still try to manage our own internal cycles if we have to, as long as we're trying to tell people what the hell's going on. But if we can't do that, if we're shutting everybody else out, there's no way for us to know if Vesuvius is going to rock Pompeii once more. If you get to the person in time, maybe there'll be a chance before something else happens. If not, as I said before, and internal. How the hell we're going to this damn crap piece of crap?